Okay, let's do this, the morning Qigong. It's fast and light. So we'll go ahead knocking on the door of life, and we hit the abdomen and the Ming Men. The Ming Men is just opposite the Dantian. So, and as we turn, we open the door of life. Okay, now we do the tiger. Remember, the tiger is a horse stance. A horse stance is spreading your legs out a little more, bending your knees, and just lowering yourself. Then we raise our arms and bring our claws up. And then we breathe in through our nose. And then we exhale, saying the word ah. Breathe in and out. Deep breath. Very nice. Then we do a chi massage, tapping our kidneys, then slapping down the back of our legs and the front. Then we come back up, extend our arm out, and tap from the hand up to the shoulder. Turn the arm over and tap down. Extend the other arm. And then we gently knock on the chest, opening up the chi channels and allowing us one deep breath. Then we have Buddha holding up the earth, and the Buddha hands are always touching the sky. And then we're going to come down, and you can come down only as far as you want or all the way down to the ground. So breathe in and breathe out. In, out. Now we have a flow sequence. Remember, we touch the waters. Bring our hands back up. Lift into chest and gently push. And last week, we meld the mind and the body. Cup our hand, bring your hand up, center line. The mind and the body meet. And bring down a big column of chi, grabbing all the energy, bringing it down and storing it into the dantian. So that's our morning Qigong, and you can do that at any time. You don't have to just morning, but it's a good way to start the day and end the day. So, okay, we're going to try our silk reeling. We haven't done this in a while. And silk reeling gets its name from the cocoon and the silk, and as it, I guess, as you're drawing the silk string out, you have to be very, very careful how you're doing it, otherwise it's going to break. And so I guess there's an act to drawing out the string in a nice leisurely way. And so these exercises were developed by the Chen family in China thousands of years ago and handed down from family member to family member. And now we have the benefit of using these exercises as a Qigong. So the first one we do is gather and focus on the dantian. Now we start with the head. We use our eyes to lead the head, and the head leads the body. So we turn, look down, and as we raise our head, the eyes look to the ceiling. And as they travel along the ceiling, our head follows. And we look down again. And we just continue doing this, stretching our neck muscles. Breathing in and out. And then back to center and down. The next exercise is again with the head. And this time we do a sort of a semicircle, looking down again, letting our eyes roll up, across, and down. The other side. Our stance is relaxed. Both feet are firmly on the ground. Our back is relaxed. Our shoulders are down. Try to keep your eyes open. Be aware of everything around you. Concentrate on your breathing. Don't let it get too fast. Slow down. And back to center. Now we work on the shoulders. So let's step forward. The bow and the arrow stance, like a sideways horse sitting on a horse. And we come down straight down, our knees bend. We relax our shoulder and just come down about knee level. And what we're going to do is rotate the arm around the knee. The knee stays put and you start pushing down. So the knee's going like that and the shoulder's going around. Now as you come up, you're going to bend your waist. And it's like coming over a hill and then back down. So we rotate, turn the spine, and back down. Just let your arm hang there. And take it easy. Then we do it the other opposite way. You don't want to go down too far because then you start bending your waist and your spine. And the whole idea here is to twist your waist. And as you do that, you twist your spine. And then back to center. The other side, step out. Get your footing. And turn over the heel and down. You'll find these exercises are really going to help you in all your Qigong programs. And these are exercises that we normally don't do. And so it might take some time to have your body feel the effects. And that's why we're doing this very slow. We do the opposite way. And back to center. Now we step out shoulder length. And now we do both shoulders. Forward. And you notice there's sort of an S curve here. As you raise up, as you rise up, your shoulders go down. And you see this movement in the 5 animals that we've done. And then we go backwards, So we're going to see a lot of movements that have the same technique. They're just called different things. So you'll see relationships through them. And back to center. Now we use our fists. And we're going to start loosening up the torso. So we step out, loose fists, just swing them. So you notice that I'm not going over my toe. I'm gently pushing down and my knees just moving barely. So we're going to bring the fist up and then we're going to turn and open. And down, turn, and open. So there's always this constriction and then opening. And then back to center. The other side, we gently swing, get our footing, and open. And so as I swing, I'm pushing down on my foot, turning at my spine, and opening the heart. And back to center. Now we do a single circle. You step out again, find our center. This time we're going to start forming circles. So we come up to center, our palm is open, and about right here we start turning the hand and start pushing outward as though we're going to touch the wall. And then we're going to scoop and start over again. Here, turning at the waist, turning forward, the midline, out, touch, and scoop. Sort of just letting my arm drop down. And back to center. The other side. Up. Out. Push. And back. Nice and gentle. What you're doing is pushing the chi from the ground up to the dantian, up the back of your spine, over the head, to the shoulders, the arm, the hand, and the fingers. And back to center. Now we have the single lazy dragon, one of my favorites. So we step out, And now we're doing circles inside. So you bring the hand in and then down, out, down, around. And you notice that your waist turns and your spine gently, very gently turns with it. Back to center, other side. And all these exercises have spirals. That's the whole concept of these exercises, is that the spiraling brings the chi up to your body. That energy is demonstrated in a nice, slow manner that your body works and lifting your arm. And back to center. Now the fun part, the double lazy dragon. So we start on one end, and as one finishes, the other starts. See, my fingers are coming down my eyes here and then straight down, curving. And I'm just swaying back and forth, just letting the motions automatically carry my arms up and down. So when we open again, all of the hot night spots, you'll have a new dance move to give. And back to center. This is called lazy, about tying a coat. And so we have a ball and we're going to come out and push. One hand pushes, the other hand extends towards the wall. Back to center. And back to center. Now we fold and unfold the arms. Bring your arms up to just about this level. One hand's going to be like a spear. Okay, your hand is out like that. The other hand is going to come towards the chest, the top part of the shoulder, and just turn. So we're like this, turn out, and this hand just goes darting out. And then we're going to open. So all these are can be used for martial arts, but we do it for Qigong. So you develop this, I'm sure that you can go stabbing people. And then we come back to center. This hand comes up to the chest, and the other hand comes up, out, straight out, and then open. And back to center. Palms up and down the midline. Step out. We're going to bring our palms up. And down the midline. Do the opposite way. This time we're going to, as the hands come down, they're going to come up like here, about this level. And back to center, the other side. And the opposite way. And back to center. Palms forward, up, and out. Forward, up. Back to center. And back to center. Now we bring both arms in a circle like this. And up, out, and let them drop. Circle, circle, out, and drop. this vibration, your arms dropping as it hits your legs is really good too. Backwards. And back to center. Single hand, up and out. Pushing out and up. Down the center. Sort of like a yin yang here. And back to center. And back to center. Now we do the elbows, and we're going to pretend there's a big circle here, this whole side area, and we're going to bring our hands up, and the elbow is going to follow that circle. So your hand is just turning around, but the elbow is doing all the work. Now we do it backwards. And you can again notice the twisting of your spine as you do all these exercises. Back to center. The other side. Remember, there's a big circle here. Bring your palm down and around. And backwards. And back to center. Okay. 2 elbows. Backwards. And back to center. Bring your hand out. And we're going to use this area here, your waist, to turn the wrist. So you do that by turning your waist and moving the shoulder. The waist moves your shoulder, that moves your arm, that moves your hand, that moves your wrist. Takes a little practice. I haven't really got this yet. I'm a little stiff in the waist, but the concept is that you use your waist to move the other parts of your body. And backwards. And back to center. The other side. So if you just did this, say, you're not doing anything, you're just turning. So you got to figure out how to move your waist to move the shoulder, to move the arm. You see the difference? The whole body experience. And admittedly, this one takes a lot of practice. Back to center. Both hands out. So this one, you're sort of coming in and out. You notice the waist moving more and more backwards. Sort of like a roll. Very good. And slowly circle the hips. The other way. Now we step forward to use the whip. So what you're going to do is have loose fists, and then as you turn and turn at your waist, you sort of let go. Grab and let go. So here you're doing a little force, and then you let go. Clench your fist and let go. The other side. Then we'll put it together. And now we add a circle. Whip. Whip. And you can feel the force as you whip. And There's no force on your legs or anything. It's all right there. Boom. And back to center. Now we rotate the circle, loose fists, and we sort of just turn. And back to center. Now we step forward as we punch. So loose fists, one's out, and one here by your waist. And now we're just going to swing back and forth. Forward, back, forward, and back. And you can lift your foot up if you want. And back to center, the other side. And back to center. Now we come down to the knees. Or stance again. Now I'm going to bring my palms down to my knees, but I'm not going to rest the ends of my palms here on the knees. I'm going to rest them on the thigh, and the hands are just going to cup the knee. So you can feel your weight here and not on the knee. And I'm pushing down, and what I'm going to do is rotate the knee, but I'm not going to do this. That's going to injure my knee. So what I'm going to do is push down, cup my knee, and then I'm going to use my waist to move my knee. And see how that works. Your knee is rotating in a short, small circle, but you're using your waist to move it. And then do backwards. And back to center. The other side. Your head should be up because you're elongating the spine as you do this. Backwards. You want to do everything you can to protect that knee. And back. We're going to come out and pivot on one foot. And as we pivot, we're going to drop down and then back and down. Pivot, down, turn, and squat. The other side. And back to center. Now we're going to gather the chi, bring it in, and shake. Shake. One more time. And kick out. Circle, up. Kick, just flick. It's like being on Dancing with the Stars. Remember, you have to point your toes. And back to center. Okay, now we're going to do a short massage for the time we have left. So let's run our fingers or scalp from the front forehead to the back beneath. My palms on my ears, the fingers on the back of my neck. I'm going to tap the fingers as I come forward, and I'm going to tap them 10 times. 3, 4, 6. And back up. One more time. Up. One more time. Up. Then I'm going to pop my ears. I'm going to pat my chest. From right to left, 10 times. 3 times. And the other side. And I'm going to rub 10 times. One more time. I'm going to push down 10 times. And I'm going to push down the front 10 times. I'm going to extend an arm, and I'm going to rub the wrist in a circular motion 10 times, and then 10 times the other way. Get the hands up to my shoulders, and I'm going to rub 10 times. Now I'm going to get the hand and form a cup. I'm going to tap. About 10 times. Now one hand comes up the back and the other to the front. And I'm going to tap here and here. The other side. Okay, if you have a chair handy, sit down. Bring your foot up and massage the center of your foot as many times as you can. The other side. And okay, I think that's a good workout for today. So I shall see you next week.